Python uses the following arithmetic operators upon different type of data depending upon compatibility of the operator with the literal upon which it is used. So I'm going to use arithmetic operators in Python. So first operator which I'm going to use arithmetic operator is exponential, means you are going to raise the power. So while going to raise the power, there should be at least two operands. So over here, this operator is the collection of two multiplication signs. So this is your exponential operator. So when you apply this between these two operands, 3 S is 2 means you are going to apply exponential, that is 3 raised to the power 2. Obviously it will give you 9. In the second case, when you apply 6.25 into 0.5, it means 6.25 raised to the power zero point 0.5 means we are going to evaluate the square root, and that is why it gives 2.5 here. Multiplication sign, it means we are going to simply multiply two values or the operands. So if there are two operands like 4 and 3, so 4 multiplied by 3, it will give you 12, and 2.5 multiplied by 2 will give you 5.0. But when operators are not those numbers in which we apply this multiplication sign, but in place of the integers, in place of the expression, we have the strings. So over here I have the string like Python. So this is the complete string. This is not the expression. And if you multiply this Python with some integer, so this string will be repeated this integer times. So over here Python string is multiplied by 2 means Python string will be repeated twice. So it gives Python as the output. See here. And the next operator is division. Obviously, if you are going to divide the numerator by the denominator, it gives the usual meaning, or it gives the usual quotient. Like if you divide 3 by 2, obviously it will give you 1.5. 6.0, if you divide it by 3, obviously it will give you 2.0. So it is 2.0 here. And this is floor division. This is very important. It means you are going to divide some integer, and if the integer or the division gives the output in float, means if you divide 7 by 2, obviously the output will be, when you divide 7 by 2, it will give you 3.5, which is the quotient, and it is float. But when we use floor division, float quotient will not come. Why? Float quotient might come if there is the decimal point, but naturally if you use float division, it truncates the decimal value and gives the quotient near to the integer, less or equal to the integer. So it should 3.5 should come, but when you use float division, rather than 3.5, it will give you 3 only. So over here 3 float division 2, it will give you 3. Similarly 5 float division 2.0, so 5 is divisible by 2, and while dividing 5 by 2, it should give you 2.5. 2.5, since float division sign is there, so point value will not appear in the expression or in the output, but since there is the float value, it means point value will appear definitely. But the quotient, in the quotient, the point will not be considered. So if you divide 5 by 2, 5 float division 2.0, it should give 2.5, since we have to avoid the float value, and that is why rather than 2.5, or instead of 2.5, it will give you 2.0 only. So here this is. Next is remainder, modulo. Means if you are going to divide the integer by some other integer, and when the integer is not fully divisible, then it should return the push. It should return the remainder. So like 7 modulo 2, 2 3 is 6. 1 is not divisible, and that is why 1 is the remainder which is not divisible. The thing which is not, the number which is not divisible by the dividend is the remainder. So over here, 3 times, if you multiply 2 3 times, it will give you 6. So 7 is, you are going to divide 7 by 2. So 3 times it is divided completely, but 1 is remainder, and that is why it gives 1 as remainder. Similarly, 7.0 float modulo 5 will give you 5 1 5, so 2 is remainder, and that is why it gives 2.0 as remainder. So this is plus, this is a binary operator, so obviously you are going to add two integers or two operands, 7 plus 3, and it gives you 10. And when you apply 7.0 plus 2, so plus is applied between 7.0 and 2, and it gives 9.0. But what happens when in place of integers, in place of floats, there is a string rather than the integers, rather than the float values. So when you apply this plus sign between strings, then it means concatenation, means joining of the strings takes place. So over here, 1 is a string, 2 is also a string, so plus is applied, it will give you 12 here. Likewise, class plus space plus 11 will give you class 11. Like this, 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Obviously, 2 is subtracted from 7, and that is why it gives 5, and 5.25 minus 2 will give you 3.25 subtraction output. Okay, and the next is, this is very important. This is very, very important. And if you do this, and if you seriously do this, your expression will not give you the wrong answer. Always remember, if you follow this priority list, if you follow this priority table on the expression, you'll get the correct output always, because here are some priorities of like BODMAS in the mathematics, but the scenario is changed. There are many operators involved in the expression. So over here, I am going to discuss the complete table on sequence. On top of the sequence is number 1, and here on top parentheses are there. So whichever mathematical expression is there, so if there are the parentheses, so parentheses will be evaluated first. First parenthesis will be evaluated, so priority is given to parenthesis in the expression. So first priority is given to parenthesis. On next priority, exponential is coming, or exponential came, that is 2 times asterisk. So exponential means if parentheses are there, if exponential is there, it means first parentheses are evaluated, and after that exponential is evaluated. On third position, unary operator comes. So in unary operator, we have two unary operators like plus or minus. So unary operators are those operators which are inserted before the expression. So plus is the operator which is by default, which is inserted before the expression, and minus is another unary operator which can be inserted before the expression. Okay, so these, the operator which is single, which is operator which is applied on the single operand is known as the unary operator. So the operator which is inserted before the expression is known as the unary operator, whether this is plus or minus. And next case, or next sequence, or next priority is of into division, modulo, and floor division, where this is into sign or division sign or modulo sign or floor division. So these four operators are on the same precedence. Means if these operators appear in the expression one after the other, in that case, whichever operators out of these operators comes first will be executed first. And for example, over here, division is on second position, and in expression, division is given on the first position, or division sign appears on the first position and into sign appears after division sign. In that case, division is executed first, and after division, multiply is executed. So over here, out of these four operators, whichever operator comes first will be executed first, and this follows FCFS, that is first come first serve. The on sequence number 5, there are two operators, that is plus and minus. So what is the difference? Plus minus over here unary operators, plus and minus again binary operators. It means this operator is applied only on one operand or before the operand. But over here, these operators will be applied on two operands, means this operator will be inserted between two operands, like x plus y. Over here, like minus x. So minus x is over here, minus is unary operator. But here, x plus y plus is binary operator. Here, x minus y minus is the binary operator. In the next sequence, we have relational operators: less than equal, less, greater than, and greater than equals. Means whichever comes first will be executed first, and relation operators. On seventh sequence, we have equal and not equal. So out of these two operators, whichever comes first will be executed first. On eighth sequence, this is assignment operators, assigning R value to L value, assigning modulo to L value, assigning quotient to L value, assigning floor division to L value, assigning subtraction value, subtracted value and L value, assigning addition value in the L value, assigning multiplication in the L value, and the last exponential equal means assigning the power, calculated power in the L value. We'll be using exponential equal. So this is the precedence table, and if you remember this, the expression will not give you the wrong answer, and if you forget any of these steps, definitely will not get the correct output. So in this video we'll be discussing we have discussed these operators and the precedence of the operators. In the next video we'll discuss more. So if you like the video, kindly share it with your friends and press the bell icon so that video notification you'll get then and there when any video is uploaded. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.